Hey everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Ashley Sipes and I have emetophobia. Emetophobia is the irrational fear of vomiting. Now I know what you're thinking. No one likes to throw up. But a phobia is much worse than not liking something. No one likes throwing up is a common response that I get from others, but I really can't expect them to understand this complex thing that I deal with every day. I wanted to make this video because I saw a post recently on Facebook of a mother or parent who shared that they struggled with emetophobia as well. She shared a photo of herself and her child and a really compelling message to others about this phobia. So I thought, why not do some research here on YouTube and see what others have shared about emetophobia. Of course, there will be parenting and birth aspects in this video because that's what this channel is about. Parents can have phobias as well. I feel that this phobia is super important to talk about as a parent and as someone who has had children, because those who might be interested in having children or those who are completely terrified of having children because of this phobia. And even in the birth world, it could be helpful for your provider or doula to know that you have this phobia so that you can work through it if you're pregnant or if you're planning to become pregnant. If I were to give you a glimpse of what this phobia might be like every day, I were to use the 3 things that the person talked about in the TED Talks video, which was avoidance, denial, and isolation, I would say that people with emetophobia might avoid certain situations. If I know that you've been sick or I assume that you've been sick, I might avoid you for about 2 weeks. Some who aren't emetophobic may say that's totally normal, but then on the other hand, we have other people who are like, what? That makes no sense, that's crazy. And even sometimes it might go a little bit deeper than that. Like, I might see a caution wet floor sign out of the store and I'm completely terrified to walk past it because I'm afraid, what if someone threw up right there? And then it gets on my shoes and then I bring it home. Then there is denial. Denial could be different for everyone. I used to deny this fear like crazy when I was little. I remember when I would feel nauseous in my stomach or in my throat and I would know that I was going to be sick, but I wouldn't say it. I was afraid to say it out loud. I was afraid to tell my parents because saying something out loud and admitting to something makes it more real and that makes it happen. The last time I had a stomach bug, I told myself, you do not have a stomach bug, you're not gonna get sick, it's not gonna happen. And when I finally got sick about 24 hours later, I was mortified because I kept telling myself, oh, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen, it's not real, you're not sick. Had I prepared myself and accepted my fate, maybe I would have felt a little bit better in the end. But instead, it has caused me to snowball into being afraid of getting sick even more. And it's been about 11 years since I last got sick. That's denial for me. There is isolation. Like I said, how we might avoid people or things. Isolation can mean isolating yourself altogether from friends, from loved ones, from things that you really love and enjoy because of this phobia. But I've noticed the more that I think about this phobia, like she mentioned in her video being the pink bunny rabbit, the more I focus on it and fear it, as opposed to if I don't try to not fear it. For instance, if I accept it, I become less anxious. But if I try to fight it constantly and focus on it, then I'm more anxious. I'm not sure if that really makes sense. And I do want to go more in depth with this phobia and share more about it. So I'm going to do 3 videos. One video I hope to have an interview or 2 from those who struggle with this phobia as well, because I want to share what it's like to live with emetophobia as a parent. Obviously, kids get sick. They're gonna get sick. And adults get sick too, but kids are way more likely to throw up randomly than an adult. Pregnancy might be very scary for someone who is emetophobic. People who are emetophobic do everything in their power to not get sick. That can be very difficult with pregnancy at times. I also want to share more resources on how to get help and what types of therapies are suggested for emetophobia, because I believe that sharing these experiences is important, but sharing resources and how to cope and manage these things is just as important. Thank you for watching. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments. Subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you next time.